will be here. I don't want a phone call. I don't want a passenger pigeon message. I want you to be here next Tuesday, January 6th at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
All right, thank you. You can go back to sleep. Thank you.
A vicious game of phone tag. Since I was assigned to the case, he knows his court date. I'm shocked that he's not here.
Well, he's gonna get a $1,000 cash or surety bench warrant with a 48-hour hold. He's got three previous driving suspended charges he hasn't paid the fine and costs on. Leads me to believe he doesn't take things very seriously. All right, Casey, what does that leave for you?
Nevaeh Horton is also a fail to appear.
Oh my.
I know. I have one last pretrial, and the rest are pleas.
Nevaeh Maria Horton of Edwardsburg has failed to appear. File 252100. This is full of fail to appears. She didn't show up in December. She forgot. She didn't show up in October. All right. It was a very busy morning, but this one is kind of gets under my skin.
And I did call after her last attorney pretrial. I spoke with her grandmother. Her grandmother confirmed the process for getting a new court date and assured me that Nevaeh would call and schedule an appointment.
Hello.
Good morning. This is Judge Middleton calling for Nevaeh Horton.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hello.
Good morning. This is Judge Middleton. I'm on the bench here at the court in Centerville with your lawyer, Casey Strong. You're supposed to be here this morning for your drunk driving charge, and you aren't
Yes,
here.
I tried to call my car. It's not working.
So I'm going to issue a bench warrant for your arrest, and you'll have 48 hours to turn yourself in. I'll set the bond.
Yes, I'll do that. Do I have to go to jail though?
Yeah, I'll set the bond at about $10 million. Yes, you need to get over here. We don't do court on a phone call. You failed to appear in October. You failed to appear in December. I have to call and wake you up. Yes.
My car is just not working. I have to get a ride. I can get an Uber.
Well, we aren't going to be able to do it today because your lawyer is not going to be here. So Casey, when are you here next?
I have another thing with that. I've called them and she hasn't answered. So I was just going to come there without her.
I have not checked my voicemail yet today, but I have called repeatedly and not received communication.
Are you here next week?
On Friday?
No, any day next week.
I'm here on Tuesday.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the 9th parallel next week.
Sorry.
No, I'm here next week. Okay. Wait a minute.
I'll be here.
No, yes, I'm here next week. What day are you here next week?
Tuesday at 10 a.m.
All right.
Or Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Miss Horton, you're to be here Tuesday, January 6th. Okay. 2026 at 10 at 9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m.?
Or you'll sit in our jail until we can make arrangements to have your case resolved. There's a very serious charge. The prosecutor's made
I
a
know.
plea offer. You've treated it like an old shoe. You need to be here Tuesday, January 6th at 9:30 a.m. Your lawyer.
The defendant failed to appear, not once, but repeatedly. Instead of waiting, the judge did something rare. He picked up the phone. Live in court. Court does not work by phone calls. I don't want excuses. I want you here. This wasn't anger. This was a final warning. Miss again. And jail was guaranteed.
Tag. Since I was assigned to the case, he knows his court date. I'm shocked that he's not here.
Well, he's gonna get a $1,000 cash or surety bench warrant with a 48-hour hold. He's got three previous driving suspended charges he hasn't paid the fine and costs on. Leads me to believe he doesn't take things very seriously. All right, Casey, what does that leave for you?
Nevaeh Horton is also a fail to appear.
Oh my.
I know. I have one last pretrial and the rest are pleas.
Nevaeh Maria Horton of Edwardsburg has failed to appear. File 252100. This is full of fail to appears. She didn't show up in December. She forgot. She didn't show up in October. All right. It was a very busy morning, but this one is kind of gets under my skin.
And I did call after her last attorney pretrial. I spoke with her grandmother. Her grandmother confirmed the process for getting a new court date and assured me that Nevaeh would call and schedule an appointment.
Hello?
Good morning. This is Judge Middleton calling for Nevaeh Horton.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Hello?
Good morning. This is Judge Middleton. I'm on the bench here at the court in Centerville with your lawyer, Casey Strong. You're supposed to be here this morning for your drunk driving charge, and you aren't
Yes,
here.
I tried to call my car. It's not.
So I'm going to issue a bench warrant for your arrest, and you'll have 48 hours to turn yourself in. I'll set the
Yes,
bond.
I'll do that. Do I have to go to jail though?
Yeah, I'll set the bond at about $10 million. Yes, you need to get over here. We don't do court on a phone call. You failed to appear in October. You failed to appear in December. I have to call and wake you up. Yes.
My car is just not working. I have to get a ride. I can get an Uber.
Well, we aren't going to be able to do it today because your lawyer is not going to be here. So Casey, when are you here
And
next?
I have another thing with that. I've called them and she hasn't answered, so I was just gonna come there without her.
I have not checked my
What do I
voicemail
do
yet
about that?
today, but I have called repeatedly and not received communication.
Are you here next week?
On Friday,
No, any day next week.
I'm here on Tuesday.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm in the 9th parallel next week.
Sorry.
No, I'm here next week. Wait a
Okay,
minute.
I'll be here on
No,
Tuesday.
yes, I'm here next week. What day are you here next week?
Tuesday at 10 a.m.
All right,
Or Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Miss Horton, you're to be here Tuesday, January
Okay.
6th, 2026 at 9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m.
Or you'll sit in our jail until we can make arrangements to have your case resolved. There's a very serious charge. The prosecutor's made
I
a
know.
plea offer. You've treated it like an old shoe. You need to be here Tuesday, January 6th at 9:30 a.m. Your lawyer will be here. I don't want a phone call. I don't want a passenger pigeon message. I want you to be here next
I will be
Tuesday,
here.
January 6th at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
All right, thank you. You can go back to sleep. Thank you. Oh, good morning, Mr. Argo. You and I are both much younger at one time.
Yes,
We're going through life at the same rate. But I got a bit of a head start on you.
you did a lot better for yourself also.
What's that?
I said you did a lot better for yourself also.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. See how you're doing. Wanted to see how long you've been in jail here. I've been tracking this because you're coming up on 28 days.
I've never had a
2060.
felony, sir.
No?
No,
That's something. Well, you've been shooting yourself in the foot for 25 years or 30 years. Let's talk about this case. You're charged with domestic violence, second offense. Allegations you assaulted someone named Charles Joseph Snyder. And that's a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. This says you're just gonna enter a plea to that charge?
yes, sir.
Yeah, and he's asking for a no contest plea because he has a hazy memory of the incident.
All right. Okay, by pleading no contest, you don't admit what happened, but you also don't deny what happened, and you would allow or accept that a conviction would enter. Do you understand?
Yes,
And are you willing to do that?
yes.
Ms. Stoll, do you know if we have any victim input from the complainant here? Mr. Argo, do you understand that if you do plead to this charge, you'll be giving up your right to have a trial in front of a judge or jury? There will not be a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes,
If you had a trial, you'd have the right to be represented by a lawyer. Mr. Gibson is here with you. You could also hire a lawyer of your own choosing if you wish. If you had a trial, you'd have a right to have any of the witnesses for or against you subpoenaed to come to court, so they could be questioned under oath. You would have the right to take the witness stand and testify on your own behalf, but you don't have to because you have a right not to testify. And if you did not wish to testify, the judge or jury could not hold your silence against you. Understand?
yes.
All right. Um, All right. right, this happened allegedly on December 6th. The police were dispatched out to Haynes Road. Is this that dilapidated house that a bunch of people are living in?
It's like an old farmhouse, she's got, I think, 2 or 3 other guys in there right now,
All right,
renting,
whose house is it?
Shannon.
Okay,
Roberts.
this is Shannon Roberts' house. Okay, it's not the one I was thinking of. So you were staying there?
Yes, I've stayed there a few years now.
All right,
I put an addition on it a few years back, moved her stairs in the house, and we become friends, you know, she's like a sister to me, kinda.
okay, well, she's, all right, anyway, you got into it somehow with this guy, Snyder. And it says here, Robert was in the basement yelling. He got back from Menards. Robert was sober. Jesse and Robert were in a lean-to outside when Robert began drinking. He was gonna go inside and beat Tim Parr up. When Jesse returned to the residence, he got into a commotion in the basement and discovered Charles on his back. Robert standing over him, actively punching him in the head and mouth. He saw Robert punch Charles at least 5 times before he separated them. Charles says you punched him in the face several times and knocked one of his teeth loose, pulled his shirt overhead and punched him in the face. That doesn't sound like much fun. And it's a no contest plea here. I'd ask you what the fight was about, but I need to set the matter for sentencing, but I need to get input from Mr. Snyder. Ms. Stoll, have we heard anything from him?
The victim did return a victim impact statement to our office. I'm not sure if he'd like to be here for sentencing, but he indicated that he's lost sleep over the incident.
All right, that's the kind of case I need to set for victim input, so thank you for that. Does this Snyder live at Shannon's house also?
Yes,
Well, I gotta figure that out. Either he can't be there or you can't be there. I wanna hear what he has to say.
I have nowhere else to go.
Well, maybe he doesn't
There's
care.
not gonna be nothing else. No problem between us.
All right,
I could tell you what I do know, you know.
all right, well, we'll save that for the sentence, but let's get, today is January the 2nd. Oh, that'll work out great. Paul, you're set to be here Thursday, January the 8th in the afternoon for some pre-trials.
Oh, yes.
So let's set this for January 8th. It's not 10 days, but it'll be enough. January 8th at 2 p.m. Bond is canceled. We've been unable to post it anyway. You are a handsome young man, Mr. Argo.
Michael's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah. My life's had a rough path. We need victim input and police report. I don't know if he had to get his teeth fixed.
Yeah, they only have the prettiest teeth anyway.
Who else? Does Tim Parr live in there too?
Yeah, he just started, but Shan says that she booted him the same day or the next day that this happened. That was the main thing right there, is what happened.
Oh, well, I'll
Try
hear
to the
more
two.
about the sentence. All right. pled to domestic violence, second set for sentence January the 8th, 26 at 2 p.m. All right, Mr. Argo, you're good to go. I'll see you next Thursday.
19 years old. 2 drunk driving incidents in 2 days, already on probation. The judge's tone turned cold. You are 19 years old, and you already have 3 alcohol-related cases. Then the warning that froze the room. I am seriously considering cancelling your bond and keeping you in jail until March. This wasn't advice. This was the edge of incarceration.
I got out there and got caught up in a couple of other matters, a landlord tenant case and others. I thought I'd better bring in water. Who are we doing next, Mr. George?
This is Mr. Fletcher, Your Honor.
Got a nice phrase right there on the top.
What have you got?
There was three cases that, 2 of them were asking for a last pretrial, Bruce Verway and Brody Johnson. And then Patrick Jones were asking to be reset.
I will do those in a minute. Some of those guys owe me money. They owe the court money. I don't want to talk about that. So let me finish this and we'll address those. Mr. Jones owes $804. Mr. Johnson owes $1,305. I want to track that stuff down. All right, good morning, sir. You Travis D. Fletcher?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Fletcher, you're charged here with aggravated assault. We just did one of these a little bit ago. Aggravated assault is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $1,000. Complaint says that on or about December 19th, you assaulted someone named Allison Morrissey in the village of Centerville and did inflict a serious or aggravated injury. According to this, you're going to enter a plea to that charge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Anybody threaten you to get you to do that?
No, sir.
Promise you anything?
No, sir.
And you've signed the advice of rights acknowledging that you're giving up your right to have a trial and everything that goes with it. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Who is Allison Morrissey to you?
I don't know that person at all.
All right, well, let's find out what happened. Were you in Centerville on that day in December?
Yes, sir.
Oh my. All right, you're from Dowagiac?
Yes, sir.
How'd you happen to be in Centerville that day?
I was headed to the Three River Center.
Probation center?
Yes, sir.
All right, how are you gonna get there?
I was gonna have to walk.
Did they let you out of jail?
Yes, sir.
So you're on your way from the jail to walk to the probation center?
Yeah.
They didn't give you a ride?
No.
Well, it says here you ran into Yoder's Market, ran up to a woman near the donuts, pushed the woman through the glass doors of the donut display, and then ran out the store. The woman got cuts on the arm and the left side of her face. This poor lady's in there. And then what happened? They took you back to jail?
Yeah.
Were you mad about something?
No, sir.
Um, so do you have a hold on you from circuit court?
Yeah.
All right, who put you in the probation center? Judge Stutzman or a Cass County judge?
Uh,
Your Honor, when I was at the jail, I think my understanding is he is currently on probation out of Cass County.
All right. We'll have to sort that out.
And Your Honor, in speaking with him in the back, I know that the court's going to set another day for sentencing, but obviously there's some significant mental health concerns here. My client did indicate that he has some diagnosed issues that he's not being treated for at this time. I asked if he had met with anybody from Pivotal at the jail. He has not. So I don't know if the court could push to get Ms.
I'd like
Frank over
to get a
there,
pivotal referral.
because I think that that's going to be a significant part of what happens. in this
Well,
case.
this is a mental, just by reading it, he runs in there, pushes a random lady through the donut
Yes,
case,
sir.
which is one of my favorite places at Yoder's, is the donut case. All right, and he's on probation out of Cass County. You've been in custody for 14 days. Miss Stoll, there are probably issues about, it sounded like they took the lady to the hospital. It's probably medical bills and other issues. Let's see what we've got here. Mr. George, can you be available on Wednesday, January 21st at 11?
Yes, sir.
Need victim input and police report. Info regarding Cass County probation. And pivotal info. All right, I set this out about 19 days from now, but it doesn't look like you're gonna be able to get out anyway, because there's a hold on you from the Cass County Circuit Court case. We'll set this for sentence for January 21, 2026 at 11 a.m. All right, I'm gonna have a lady, Lauren, come see you at the jail, Mr. Fletcher.
Yeah.
She works at Pivotal. She's our jail liaison. And so you can expect maybe somebody to come meet with you and talk about this.
The defendant ran into a store and pushed a random woman into a glass display. No argument. No warning. The judge didn't raise his voice. This is not a normal case. The courtroom understood immediately. This was about public safety.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Tim, let's take your LPTs.
That's Mr. Sloan, Your Honor. He's the only one that I have set for
All
LPT.
right. And we'll do Mr. Gibson's.
Your Honor, about Ms. Owens, I went and talked to Dan and he said, whenever you're ready, you can call, but we worked out an agreement. If you don't need it, she's in the back.
Okay, very good. Are you John Wilford Sloan?
Correct.
Mr. Sloan, you're charged here with assault and battery and illegal entry. Look at this. There's apparently no plea offer here. Allegation alleges that you assaulted someone named Veronica Flores in the village of White Pigeon on September 9th, and you also illegally entered apparently her apartment at 820 West Chicago Road. So they're both misdemeanors punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. Those matters are not resolved, and you're asking for a final pretrial?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, who is this Miss Flores to you?
It's my cousin's girlfriend.
All right. Well, there's a condition that you not have any contact with her. Do you understand?
Yeah.
At least I would guess there would be. Let's take a look. All right, I can't tell whether it is or not, but I'm telling you, don't have any contact with that person. It doesn't appear that you owe the court any money that I could see. So I'll set this for a final pretrial. It'll be set on a Thursday afternoon, probably in February. But you're good to go, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the only other brief one that I had is Mr. Wagner.
Well, let's do that.
Mr. Wagner is a case that's been reset a number of times because he's at the forensic center. He's on a petition up there. So it's my understanding the prosecutor's office is going to dismiss that charge.
Daniel Robert Wagner, file number 251827SM, is charged with malicious destruction of property over 200 but less than 1,000. He's still at the Forensic Center
That's correct, Your Honor.
on this or another case?
He was adjudicated NGRI in circuit court. So it's pursuant to the order of the circuit court, Your Honor.
The agreement stole?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, excuse me. All right, this matter will be dismissed. I'd ask for a nollie to make it official. I don't know what it means. It's short for nollie proseque, which means no further proceedings. Charges being dismissed.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Gibson, let's take care of your short cases and then we'll do Miss Owens.
Bruce Burway was one that is asking for a last pretrial.
All right. Ooh. Good morning, sir. Are you Bruce Leon Verway?
Yes, sir.
Minute here. Mr. Verway, you're charged with operating with a high blood alcohol level out on Frank Jones Road near the cattle dairy farm and possession of a firearm while intoxicated. 2 counts. There apparently is no plea offer here. It just says as charged. So you wish to have this set for a final pretrial, is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Verway, do you still live in Schoolcraft?
No.
Don't tell me your street, but what town are you in?
3 Rivers.
All right, we're gonna need to get an updated address from you, contact information. Is that 11 o'clock at night? Crashed into a barn. .233. All right. I want you to go out to the counter and we need current contact information. I don't see that you owe us any money, but it's a serious charge. There doesn't appear to be any plea offer. May there be further discussions regarding resolving the case, but for the time being, we'll set it for a final pretrial on Thursday. So you go out to the counter, give them your address, phone number, email, and then you're good to go. All right.
Thanks, Honor.
Blood alcohol level 0.25. The judge spoke quietly. This is sometimes referred to as super drunk. No sympathy, no humour. Then came the warning about immigration consequences. One mistake. Lifelong consequences.